Today we're going to be showing you two separate crafts. They're going to be two separate videos. I'll link them at the end of this video so that you can click on them to see them. Before we get into that, I want to show you guys a really cool experiment that I think will help us all completely understand the thing that Martin Luther King was trying to tell us all, right? So, and May won't touch this because May has an egg allergy, so we're going to keep her really away from this. But if you can see, what do I have here, guys? I've got a brown egg and I've got a white egg. They look different on the outside. They both have beautiful eyes, even though they're different colors. They both have a big, happy smile, but they've got different outsides. One is brown and one is white. But I bet you on the inside, just like on the inside of us, no matter what shade we are on the outside, we are all the same on the inside. We all have feelings. We are all smart. We are all valuable, right? So I'm going to crack this bad boy open and prove it, okay? Brown eggs going down. All right, white egg, see that? Yellow yolk, white eggs going down. Both yellow yolks, both the exact same on the inside, just like you and me. Okay, no matter what we look like on the outside, the inside, that's what really counts. Martin Luther King Jr. by Marion Dane Bauer, illustrated by Jamie Smith. Today, people of all races celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Do you see everybody, all shades of people, celebrating in the parade together, all different ages? But when Dr. King was a boy, he couldn't even go to the same schools as white children. See, this school is for the white children, and in this school all the way over here is for the brown children. He couldn't play in the same parks or eat in the same restaurants. You guys see these labels? It says white only and white only. He couldn't drink at the same water fountains as white people. See, white, and then this says colored. That's what they called brown people during that time. But his mother always told him, ML, don't ever forget that you are just as good as anybody. And guess what, guys? Young Martin believed that. He believed it so much that he grew up to teach that message to the world. See how everyone is marching together for the same cause? That brown people will be equal, and then there's different shades and different ages of people all throughout the march. Dr. King said, "You are just as good as anybody," and many people believed him. Black people sat quietly at lunch counters just to show they belong there. They refused to ride buses that made black people sit in the back. They walked alone into schools to prove that black children had a right to learn beside white children. And because so many people believed Dr. King, at last they changed this country's laws. See? Them walking toward the Capitol. Children of all races now learn at the same schools. Does this look familiar, guys? Does this look like your classroom? With all different shades of beautiful people, many of which have big dreams, like I'm sure you guys have big dreams. They play in the same parks. Does this also look familiar? around some of your parks with lots of different shades of kids all playing, having a good time together. They sit wherever they like on buses. They eat in the same restaurants. They drink at the same water fountains. Because of Martin Luther King Jr., children of all races now walk together as sisters and brothers. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., remember. Guys, I encourage you to remember what Martin Luther King Jr. did, to be brave, and to also remember that though we might look different on the outside, we are all the same and valuable on the inside.